Welcome to Laptop Dojo, where the strikes come with a fist, not from copyright bots. I'm Shifu Pain, and today we're starting to look at the 18 tactics from Gong Fu. The 18 tactics each display a different kind of technique or strategy you can employ during sparring. It's best to practice these techniques with a sparring partner, except unfortunately I'm not able to practice these myself with a sparring partner. At the time of this recording, the COVID-19 restrictions are still in effect, including the 2-meter distancing rule for those outside of your home. So I cannot, in good conscience, actively spar with someone. With that being said, however, what kind of martial artists are we if we cannot adapt? I'll put timestamps in the description for each individual tactic that we go through here today. Our first tactic for today is the swinging hammer.
If you are practicing with a sparring partner, the one taking the turn to practice the technique is going to start with their back facing their partner, and whoever is the aggressor needs to put their hand on their partner's shoulder. Partner 1, we're now going to step towards our partner, block the arm on your shoulder with our arm, gripping the arm as well to trap our aggressor, then turn and strike to the back of our partner with the side of the fist.
Next up is the sweep.
To start off, the partner that is practicing the technique, we're going to maneuver ourselves to where the back of the leg is exposed for our partner, because the back of the shin is where we're hitting with the sweep, collapsing the knee. Once we're in position, we're going to crouch and bring our back leg around with a swinging kick, comparable to the roundhouse, again striking the back of the shin. Not stopping at the target, but striking through the target, sweeping the leg around so that it's back in its original start point.
Our third tactic for today is eagle seizes the gullet.
For this one, the aggressor is going to start by throwing a straight punch. The one defending, we're going to then step back, block the punch, and then curl our hand around the fist, trapping our partner. Going into an attack, we're then going to strike with the bridge between the thumb and forefinger and strike the throat. When practicing this one, be careful with how severely you strike the throat, as this can cause the airway to close.
And if you have breathing problems, I heavily recommend that you use some form of padding on the neck when practicing this technique so that everyone remains safe. From here, we're going to go into single rafter.
For this one, again, the aggressor is going to start with a punch. Again, the defender is going to step back into reverse bow stance and block with an inclined forearm. Except instead of trapping, we're not going to waste any time and go straight into a counterattack. Now the defender, we're going to switch stances to forward bow and strike the exposed area of a partner, so here is a good opportunity for a liver shot.
But when practicing this, please do not actually damage your partner's liver. I don't have any waivers. Next up is the golden hook. This one is another sweeping technique, except this one adds more of a counterweight into it, so if your opponent is very top heavy, this one is a good technique to implement.
Our aggressor is going to start with a punch, again going into forward bow stance. From here, defender, we're going to step out to the side, out of shot, and trap our opponent's wrist. Next, we're going to go into a chop to our opponent's upper torso and chest, and simultaneously sweep the forward leg.
For those more experienced, if you're familiar with the scissor kick, it's the same sort of physics. Next up, we're going to look at a combination of tactics, both the Mandarin duck feet and chopping the log, as chopping log is a counter to Mandarin duck feet.
Our aggressor is the one practicing Mandarin duck feet, and our defender shall practice chopping the log. For Mandarin duck feet, we're going to start the kick with the knee first, bringing it forward slightly and then whip the leg, targeting the shin. Then we're going to use the momentum from that kick to go into a higher version of that kick. Now for chopping the log, the best way to describe the defense is that you're slapping the kick away. The first move is to go into horse stance, then bring down your palm and strike the incoming kick. Then step the front foot back, going into reverse bow stance and strike the second kick away.
Our next tactic is Deft sewing needle, and this one's a great one to get used to the back and forth of sparring, as it is common to hear comments of sparring being more like a chess match, countering and evaluating each other's moves.
The one practicing this technique is going to start with the offense. So partner 1 is going to step into forward bow and go into an overhead chop. Partner 2, you're going to catch the arm, catching it at the forearm so that your opponent cannot reach their arm over. But that's fine because partner 1, we're going to grab and trap the arm holding ours, and then bring our other arm round and going into a strike.
Last up for today is drawing the bow.
To start off, partner 2 is going to start offenses with an overhead chop. Partner 1, we're going to step back into reverse bow and block overhead. Partner 1, we're then going to go into horse stance and strike, striking around the abdominals, and for the benefits of safety,
I would recommend again using padding in order to make sure everyone is keeping safe when practicing this one. So that is the first half of the 18 tactics, and if you notice throughout the examples of these sets, or when practicing these sets on your own with a partner, you will notice that an arm is often left hanging or not really doing anything while practicing the technique. So there is a lot of room for you to play around and mix and match techniques. In fact, I would recommend that you practice some light sparring, but still keep safe and use padding when necessary, so that everyone remains safe while practicing. Next time we're going to look at the second half of the 18 tactics. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss a new video. And until next time, peace be with you.